Hi guys, Stacy again. I'm back to do a flip through of the chunky one version of these garden journal encyclopedia covers that I have. If you saw my previous video, you saw I did the ring bound and the cinch binding on the other ones. This one here is super chunky. It's got 7 signatures, and I want to say these are 10 by 7, I believe. This is how chunky it is. 7 signatures. Now it has a nice firm spine, but it is flexible. So, and it's got a lot going on in it here. So, but I do want to mention that I did follow this stitch here, this chain stitch tutorial that Melanie Sullivan had on her channel. So I'm going to link that below. If you have a big book and you're not sure, I did find that gluing to these covers wasn't really working. So, I do peel back a little bit so that it exposes the chipboard underneath so that it will stay glued down. But then following her tutorial with the chain stitch, these are on there really well now because they are literally, I used this really strong hemp and I stitched them right to the spine, the fabric. So this is such a solid book. I'm really pleased with it, and thank you, Melanie. I don't know if she watches my videos, but I'm definitely going to tag her so that you guys can go check out that video and how helpful it was to really reinforce, you know, these heavier, big 10 and 11 inch books. So, okay, so this fabric on here is Tim Holtz, and I just loaded this up with mostly stuff back in from the book. Like the images I used were from these encyclopedias, and I'm just doing a destash of paper. So I did not use, again, any digitals. In my previous video where I used these covers, I did no digitals either. So I'm really just trying to work through my stash. So again, we have My Mind's Eye paper and K & Company, I believe. So I just added a little library pocket there. This is all doubly reinforced again with fabric, and I've done stitching. I just left this sort of vanilla vintage looking paper, the natural look there, and just added lots of goodies here into little pockets so that you can play around with it. Then we got ledger. This is not old ledger. We got Tim Holtz vellum. This book is so big. I hope I'm in frame. It's just it feels massive once it's open. We got Tim Holtz paper. Here are these jumbo tags I made with some extra fabric here. These are Tim Holtz pizzas. I'm just really just trying to use up so much stuff that I have. I feel like a hoarder gone bad. It's time to get stuff done and used up. So this here was an envelope that I received in the mail. I turned it inside out because I really like the inside of them. And then I just stitched that into a pocket there. Here's some more of this Tim Holtz fabric and paper, coffee dyed paper. Here's an image from these encyclopedias. And then again, I've added some more images. I've just used labels here and turned that into like a big jumbo postcard to write on. I love how these images go with this paper collection. This is a tuck spot here. This is vintage ledger. I've used craft paper, coffee dyed paper. Here's another pocket. I just love that pretty trim that I have. So there's lots of room to decorate your pages your way. Be creative. This is ledger paper. Vintage paper. I mean, it's a nice thinner material. It's really smooth to write on. More fabric. These are like linen, old linen tablecloths. I used some pieces to make tabs. Again, we have Tim Holtz paper. We have a nice jumbo paper bag page here with some pieces, so just stitched around that. And then again, we have a nice big pocket here with a tag I made using images from these encyclopedias. gorgeous paper. There's another jumbo tag. These are more images, another tag. This here, I got this idea from Johanna, I believe, where she stitched in some linens right in as a page. So I just thought this one went really well with this. So I was gonna have a hard time parting with it. I just love it. So anyway, it fit in there perfectly. I didn't have to cut it. So I'll show you what I did with the other side of it. There's a tuck spot. Lots of, this is vintage paper here. This is just a big paper bag. I stitched on one side. Inside is a nice big jumbo tag again. And lots of room to play and make it your own, decorate your page. Being such a big journal, you've got such a big space to write or, you know, do some collaging. This is the other side of that linen. I just stitched down here. It looks like an envelope, but it fits so well in here. I had to put it in. It looks so cute. These are Tim Holtz fabrics as well. And I just added some of these little repair or layaway tags that I had. Some more gorgeous paper. This is Sari Silk Trim. This book is so big, it lays out. It's not even in frame half the time here. Oh, I just love it. I think I mentioned that before. This was my favorite. And I thought this trim looked really nice with it. Okay, so you have lots of goodies to play with and but not too overly decorated. This was I was just playing around with some of with Edith Holden pieces and stuff. This is just the inside of an envelope. Again, the other side of it was the window that I used in the front of the journal. I was just playing around. It's a good journal spot or just some inspiration. Again, there's another one. I just added some time cards and layaway card tag in there. Another big jumbo tag with these little key tags on it. This nice craft paper. Nice big tuck spot in the back. Stitched image. Okay, and then whatever this is, you could cover that up. This was the name of the original owners, I believe. But anyway, this journal, I just loved making this. This was kind of my favorite. I just love being able to, you know, chunk these up and I like putting in a lot of signatures. So it really didn't need a closure because it stays well, and it does have room to grow, especially with the, you know, the soft spine. Okay guys, that's it for me. If you're interested in this, there is a listing below a link to the listing. And thanks again for watching and stopping by, and I appreciate it and hope you all have a great day. Thanks.